If rest was the solution, you would be fine by now. You took the leave, you logged off early, you tried the wellness routine, you promised yourself better boundaries, and yet the fatigue returned, not dramatically, but consistently. That tells us something. Because real burnout improves with recovery, misalignment does not. Let's get clear. Rest restores energy. It does not resolve identity conflict. And many high achieving corporate women are trying to rest their way out of structural misfit. That will never fully work. Here is what typically happens. You hit a wall. You feel emotionally drained. You tell yourself, I just need time off. So you take it. And for a few days, your nervous system settles. You sleep, you disconnect, you breathe, and you think, okay, maybe I was just exhausted. Then you return. You open your laptop. You enter the meeting. You step back into the role. And within hours, the heaviness is back. That is diagnostic. Because exhaustion from overwork lifts with recovery. Exhaustion from misalignment lifts only when the misfit is addressed. Now, let us separate this clearly. Burnout says, my capacity is depleted. Misalignment says, my identity and environment are in conflict. Capacity issues need rest. Identity conflict needs recalibration. And if you treat identity conflict like a capacity issue, you will keep blaming yourself. You will think, I should be stronger. Maybe I am just not resilient enough. Other women handle this. No, you are not lacking resilience. You are lacking alignment. And those are very different problems. Let me give you a metaphor. Imagine charging your phone. If the battery is low, charging fixes it. But if the operating system is corrupted, charging will not solve the glitch. You can plug in as much as you want. The issue is not energy, it is architecture. That is what career misalignment is. An architectural issue, not an energy issue. Now, here is where high achieving women get stuck. You have built your identity around endurance. You can handle pressure. You can push through. You can adapt. So when something feels wrong, your instinct is to manage your energy better. But what if the problem is not how much you are doing, but who you have to be to keep doing it? That is the deeper question. Ask yourself this. If my workload was cut in half, would this role feel aligned? If meetings were fewer, would I feel reconnected? If I had perfect boundaries, would I still want this path? If the honest answer is no, then rest will never be enough. Now, let's go deeper. There are 3 reasons rest fails when misalignment is the root. First, emotional suppression. You have been overriding discomfort for years. Rest gives your body relief, but the unresolved internal conflict remains. Secondly, identity drift. You are no longer the woman who chose this path. Your values evolved. Your priorities have matured, but your role did not update. Thirdly, structural incompatibility. The environment rewards traits that no longer align with your internal direction. Rest cannot change structure, and misalignment is structural. Now, here is the important nuance. I am not dismissing burnout. Real burnout is real. Chronic stress damages performance and health. But not every form of fatigue is burnout. Some fatigue is friction. And friction comes from misfit. Let's make this practical. How do you test whether you are tired or misaligned? Do this mental experiment. Imagine you wake up tomorrow fully rested, clear mind, stable nervous system, high energy. Now imagine stepping into your exact current role. Does your body lean forward or tense up? That reaction tells you more than your to-do list will ever. High-achieving corporate women often ignore that internal data because it is inconvenient, because it threatens stability, because it suggests change. But ignoring it is more costly long-term because sustained misalignment turns into chronic burnout, and chronic burnout turns into identity erosion. You start losing parts of yourself, your creativity, your curiosity, your emotional range, your sense of meaning. That is not solved by vacation. It is solved by recalibration. And recalibration does not mean chaos. It means clarity first. Through the RTS method, realign, transition, sustain, we move in order. Realign, identify whether your fatigue is depletion or disconnection. Clarify who you are becoming. Name what no longer fits. Transition, design a strategic move, not an emotional one. Protect income, protect reputation, protect narrative. Sustain, build alignment systems. So your next chapter does not recreate the same fatigue. Because success that costs your identity is not sustainable success. Let's recap. If rest helped temporarily, but the heaviness returned, if your energy improves outside of work but drops inside it, if you are capable but disconnected, you may not be burned out. You may be misaligned. And misalignment requires investigation, not more endurance. Tomorrow, we are addressing something many high-performing corporate women avoid confronting: the hidden costs of staying in the wrong role for too long. Because the longer misalignment continues, the more expensive it becomes, professionally and personally. You are not weak. You are not behind. You are gathering data. And when interpreted correctly, that data becomes direction. I will see you on the next one.